So welcome to Fes Morocco. It is the cultural capital of Morocco. And today we're going to share 5 things that you need to experience when you're visiting Fes Morocco.
Okay, number 1, get lost in the Medina. Now the Medina of the Fes is a walled portion of the city, and it's ancient, and it's been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1981. So honestly, that tells you it's something special. This is one of the largest car-free urban areas in the world. There's no cars, there's no traffic lights, there's just winding alleyways, donkeys carrying goods, tiny shops, and century of history around each corner. Now here's the truth. It's not if you're going to get lost. It's a matter of when you're going to get lost and how quickly you're going to get lost. So don't panic if you get lost. Just lean into it. So tell us in the comments, are you a planner or a wanderer? But it's kind of the magic of it. You're not going to be lost forever. It's not going to be your new homestead. You'll find your way out eventually. But in the meantime, you're going to find hidden courtyards, artisans hammering metal, bakers pulling bread from ovens, and doorways that have you stopping and looking at the beautiful goods. The Medina is something you feel. Number 2, visit the famous leather tanneries. And okay, let's just address this right off the top. It stinks. It smells. It's just not like a soft scented candle. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think it smells? Drop your guess below and I'll tell you if you're close. Honestly, I'll tell you, it's an 8, but somehow it's so worth it. These workers have been using the process that's been used for hundreds of years. The workers soften and dye the hides using natural ingredients such as pigeon droppings, cow urine, quicklime, and salt. So yeah, the smell is strong, like an intense ammonia mixed with, well, history. So that's why when you arrive at the viewing terraces, they'll hand you fresh mint to hold under your nose, and it does help.
Okay.
Smells good.
No, it doesn't smell good. But
Not good?
no, it's not.
Yes, I work here more than 25 years. I didn't smell nothing. It was okay. So I are here in the biggest tannery, the largest and the famous tannery from the 13th century. Very
This is
old.
many TV shows have
Yes, exactly. First of all, the brand came from slaughterhouse or market heights. Stage number 1 starts in the waist section. They leave the skin for 1 week with a limestone. Lime, take the fur and the hair off. After that, they wash the skin. Then they put them in the dark section with the pigeon drop-in. Guano of pigeon has ammoniac, make leather soft. After pigeon drop-in, the tannin, the turmeric, take out, the noza flowers, the bark of trees to change the smell of the skin. Then the dye. Red poppy flower, the indigo, yellow saffron, green mint, orange henna. Every day and natural. The process takes 5 weeks from the beginning to the end. 5 weeks.
Wow.
So take picture from here. After that, if you like to take picture from the other roof, other terrace, you can go.
Okay.
After that, you have time.
Number 3, visit a ceramic workshop. Now this was one of my favorite experiences. A ceramic workshop isn't just shopping. You're witnessing artistry. You'll see hand-painted pottery, and one single piece can take hours, sometimes days to complete. You'll watch the artist chisel tiny little tile pieces by hand, and not by machines, but by hand. Thousands of these little tiny pieces will later form to make mosaics. The quality is incredible, and what makes it even more meaningful is you know exactly who made the piece. The ceramics of Fes are kind of part of the cultural DNA. These shops will help you understand craftsmanship and patience and pride behind every piece. So if you buy something here, you're not just buying a souvenir, you're bringing home a story.
Any special school to learn this, by the way. It's only from one generation to another. You see all of them? Wait, and because of the mineral resource color. This one is purple, right? Or lavender. What do you think it's gonna change into?
Probably blue.
Blue or any other suggestion? You are right, sir. It's blue, but not any blue, this one, the darker one. This called Fes blue or the blue of Fes. So from purple to completely Fes blue.
Before this top table becomes one solid piece, it was about thousands of pieces in different bags. A skilled designer put them together in a very impressive way that you are going to discover it with me today.
Number 4, this is the Jewish cemetery. It is one of the most peaceful and unexpected stops for us. The Jewish cemetery in Fes is not just an historical site, but it's quiet and a powerful chapter in Morocco's history. The white tombs stretch across the hillside. It felt sacred and serene and reflective. Fes was once home to a thriving Jewish community, and walking through this space gives you a deeper understanding of the city's layered past. It's kind of calming in a way. And next week, every Saturday, I'm going to show you a video and we go deeper into the meaning of the Jewish cemetery. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. This truly adds depth to your vacation. Number 5, take a Moroccan cooking class. This next experience surprised us more than anything else in Fes. So now let's talk about the food. Moroccan recipes aren't just pulled from a recipe card. They're passed down by hand, from mother to daughter, from grandmother to grandchild. And you have to admit, grandma's cooking is always the best. Why? Because it's made with love. Taking a cooking class in Fes isn't just about learning how to make a tangine or couscous. It's about stepping into someone's home, about sitting at a table, chopping vegetables together, learning different spice combinations, and laughing over mint tea. Cooking here is an art form, and for us, it was one of the most special moments we had in Morocco. It made the trip unforgettable, because when you cook with someone, you actually connect. And that connection stays with you long after the trip ends.
So connection when you're traveling, isn't that what travel's all about? So if you're planning a trip to Morocco, save this video or save our playlist on Morocco. In Morocco, you're going to discover places that are real and layered and full of history. And next week, we're going to dive deeper into the Jewish cemetery. It gives you a great story, and so you're not going to miss that one. So until next time, safe travels from Travel with the Hales. We would love it if you show us a little bit of love and like and comment on our videos. It just puts a smile on my face.